I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to another full recap of your favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives, with AfterBuzz TV's Dishin Days. I feel like I totally have forgotten how to do the show since I'm doing it.
I know, it's so weird.
It's so weird. It's like, what do I normally say? What's happening? All right, we are still quarantined and we are still at home, but we are still here to give you that full dish of this week's episodes of NBC's Emmy Award-winning hit soap opera, Days of Our Lives. That's round 2. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and I'm joined by my gaggle of gals. We have, locked up in his room, the
Michael Mattis. What's up?
And of course, we have
Hey everyone, Chelsie Overocker, reporting from my bedroom.
And wrapped in purple, she is.
Hi everyone, Tami Goveia.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in live. If you haven't already, make sure you like us and follow us on all social media platforms. We are Dishin Days on Facebook and Instagram, and _ Dishin Days on the Twitter. The in quarantine is still implied. And hopefully you are still looking at all of our other recaps that we have. I believe GH Report is still going on. So if you are a lover of General Hospital, make sure you check that out. Oh yeah, and if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, make sure you like us and follow us and give us 5 stars, because we always want to know that you like it and love it and want more of it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then you guys stick around, because coming up later on, we're doing our quarantine check. That's right. We're going to check in with some of your favorite stars from Days of Our Lives, just to make sure they're still doing A-okay. I feel like I lost my speech too. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm too relaxed. That's what's happening. Well, what did you guys think of this week's episodes of Days?
It was good. We had a lot of movement this week.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was an info week.
No, it was more than info week. There was actual movement. Like, things actually happened this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We finally are getting some story plots wrapped up a little bit, going into the next section. So overall, I thought it was a great week.
Wednesday was everything.
And we had Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like Wednesday was a much needed break from.
It was really good timing. I know it wasn't intentional, but it was really good timing with everything going on. It was just a good day to have like an episode to just for fun, you know?
Yeah, agreed. Well, let's.
It was very many, quite a few giggle moments during that episode.
There were a lot of giggle moments. Well, let's talk about all the moments and break it on down. It's now time to start Dishin Days.
Dishin Days.
I keep forgetting the little mini hourglass that I have to like turn it over, but the water bottle will still have to do. All right, so let's chit chat about the whole Demera family debacle that happened at Maison Blanche Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
There was a lot.
Where'd they find the guard?
Say what? You said
Yeah,
where's the guard?
What'd you call him? A snack? He was a snack, right?
Tony called him a meal.
A super size.
Yeah, supersize me, please.
It's just like usually with those guard type roles, they hire very like gruff, I would say. But this guy, I was just like, damn.
Yeah, he was very. Yeah.
Got your panties in a twine. I said, got your quarantine panties in a twine.
You need to sell those.
Yeah.
Quarantine panties.
It was funny seeing Anna and Abigail trying to get in. It's like people trying to get into like this high exclusive like party, and like they're not on the list, and the things that they're trying to go through in order to get in.
I loved Abigail's comment to Anna. I was like, "Who are you?"
And Anna just coming up with all the stuff on the spot, and Abigail's just like, okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Anna did not hold back. I have to say, if I need to be rescued, I wouldn't mind being rescued by her.
Yeah.
By Anna? No, her and her shoes.
Her stilettos.
Make sure to
that's
have those
complete
shoes on.
My God,
Stilettos.
those shoes were clobbering everybody. That's how they got through finally, was because of Anna's shoe. She
Mhm.
Yep.
was able to knock the guard out, and they were like, "All right, let's go." And I was like, well, I
It's gotta
mean,
be a heavy shoe to knock a dude out.
listen,
A
I
heavy
mean,
shoe.
it's also
Chelsea, what do you think? I mean, I don't know. I don't think that shoe was knockable out worthy.
I have
You
a
know,
pair
you could
like
stab somebody with it, but not like give them a
Which she did.
concussion or anything.
I mean, she did that too.
well, it's Anna. She
Yeah.
has the force with her.
that's my force. But then again, it's days. Like,
Yeah,
you know, you can trip on a sidewalk and die.
I know.
true. There, I've
Fall into an open grave.
Yeah. or get shot, fall into a grave, get buried, dig yourself out, walk to the hospital, and
Okay,
Crawl your way out.
Kate Roberts.
yeah. Well, how about that?
Mhm.
But there was so much drama once everyone got inside.
Yeah,
Let's start with the simplest, which is Marlena, Stevano, and John.
yeah.
Well, first of all, we finally saw John like react. I think last week when they left the scene, it was that moment to just kind of stare. But this time he busted in and was like, "Get your hands off my wife!" And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, here we go."
Yeah, I was
There's
ready
actually
for
some action.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. But then like the tables had turned, and like him and Steveno was like wrestling, and then Marlena knocked him out.
My God, I was so not expecting that moment. That
I-
was like a for me.
Yeah. And then like when she had the gun at him and he was like kind of pleading with her to come back, and then she just like bawled crying and then like ran to him. I was like, ooh.
Snapped her out of it.
I was like, let me tell you
Yeah.
something. True love can take you out of anything.
Mhm. Chip or no chip.
Right. Where are they getting these chips from though? Like, can somebody come back as me at some point? I don't know if someone would.
I don't think the world's ready for that yet.
no.
No, I was just gonna say.
I think that might be team too much. All right, so then downstairs at Maison Blanche 2 was all the ruckus that was going on with Kristen and Tony and Chad, and Brady had came in because Chad was about to shoot Tony.
I thought he was gonna. I couldn't remember, and I didn't go back and rewatch. I thought he was about to shoot Kristen.
He was
Well-
about to shoot Kristen.
He had Kristen in the chokehold,
Mm-hmm.
but the gun pointed at Tony.
Yeah, but then
Right, and then some
Brady
stuff unfolded.
entered.
Brady came in,
But then
and
Brady-
it's
then
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was about to shoot Kristen, and
Mhm.
then
Brady took the
Brady
bullet.
took the bullet. But the bullet only grazed. Yeah.
No, I thought
That
the bullet went in and out.
He said it went in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it was very odd how Brady seemed to be like, he had the wound, and then later in the week he was completely fine. Or maybe he would just had the bandages on underneath his suit and his blazer or whatever. But
Sure.
towards the end of the week, I was like, wait, did he get shot on Monday? And yeah, he did. So maybe he wore it well. I don't know.
Get
Recovery.
shot on Monday, play baseball on Tuesday. I mean, that's how
There you go.
that's how it just works out. And then John and well, hold up.
So John and Marlena are upstairs. She snaps out of her whatever. She still has the chip, but then they go downstairs because Steveno
They
has
hear a
gone
gunshot.
downstairs because they hear the gunshot. So they go
They
downstairs,
hear a gunshot.
and then
Yeah.
that whole scene starts.
Right. And when Steveno leaves, he's expecting Marlena to finish John off. So
Right.
he's like, great.
And that didn't happen. And then
That didn't happen. Yeah.
Because in the
downstairs-
meantime, Anna had stabbed him in the eye with her stiletto.
Oh my God, that was so
gruesome.
gross.
Okay.
Yuck.
There
Now
was a
see, here's what I thought.
Right.
I thought, sorry, Tony, I thought that once she stabbed him in the eye, because I figured the eye had something to do with him being Stevano, that maybe he would snap out of it.
But he did not.
Yeah,
But he did not.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tami.
Yeah.
I
Because I
thought-
think we had talked about that. Like, oh, maybe the eyes got something to do with all of this.
No, I thought, and I mean, this is taking myself out of Salem land. I was like, oh, they're gearing up for him to turn back into Patch. And the
Right.
only way you can turn him back into Patch is for something to happen to that eye again that was already fixed. So Anna stabbed him in the eye, so that way he loses the eye again and he can go back to wearing the patch so that we know he's Patch again.
Right.
Which
But that didn't happen.
Well,
No, because he still has, I think he still has a chip, like probably where the others seem to be in the neck area.
Yeah.
So the chip is still there. He still thinks the eye was independent of the chip that was making him think he's Stevano.
Yeah.
I agree with Tony that the eye stabbing was just a way to get Patch back for when he does turn into Steve again. He can be fully Steve, because it would be kind of odd to have Steve without the patch.
No.
I mean, it wouldn't be for me.
Yeah.
I would be happy that he didn't have to wear the patch.
Totally. I was hoping that he wasn't going to have to. I mean, we can still believe he's Patch.
I feel there's just, if there's a connection there between, like, he's not truly Patch without the patch. in fans' minds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sense that. So everyone gets taken to the hospital. and then John goes to see Rolf, who is very concerned about Stefano, and basically says, well, the only way that can happen is if you take the chip out of Marlena. And I don't think he's further convinced to do it until they go to the hospital and he sees Kristen, and Kristen along too, like, yeah, father's in ICU, but I can't let you see him unless you do what John says. And I'm like, and it was this whole like tongue-in-cheek wink moment between John and Kristen, like, thanks, girl, got you, boy. You know?
Thanks, girl.
And I really like the scene between Kayla and Justin.
Yeah. Okay. So
I kind of tuned out. You're gonna have to fill me in there. That was my.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, basically,
I just like their communication. They're like totally honest.
You know what it is? I can't get invested, because I know that once Steve is brought back to being Steve, which it's kind of inevitable that that's going to happen eventually. Like, she's going to go back to Steve.
Conversation they had. That's
I know, and so I don't need to hear it because I know it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
But, okay. Here's the thing, though. Let's do a poll, like between us gals. Are you team Kayla and Justin? Raise your hand.
I like them. Yeah,
I like them, but I'm not rooting for a future.
Patch and Kayla too. No.
Okay, but are you not rooting for a future because you just already know that when Steve comes back as Patch, they're going to be reunited?
Yeah,
partly. Yeah.
We'll take that out of the equation.
I don't want to take that out of the equation.
Well, hypothetically, Michael Mattis.
I'm totally
hypothetically still no. I'm Patch and Kayla. I'm not Kayla and Justin. Kayla and Justin was a nice filler for while Steve was Stefano, but no, Patch and Kayla need to get back together.
I just don't know. I hate when they introduce new people and you start liking them and then they take them away.
I don't know. I guess I liked them, but I never really felt like Justin and Kayla. Like, I liked them, but I never really like formed a. I don't know. They were just there for me. I didn't mind them. Put it that way.
You could tolerate them.
They were just there. I didn't mind them.
I don't know. I kind of want a little bit of a triangle once Patch is back. Like, I don't want him and Kayla to be reunited yet. I think it'll be very interesting if they play Justin in the mix and had all three of them.
Yeah, but from unfortunately, from the conversation that Kayla and Justin had, Justin is so no matter what happens, I just want to thank you for our time together. And Kayla's like, no matter, same thing. So there's no, like, I'm going to fight for this relationship. Even
it's almost,
though
okay,
chances
so the
are,
part of the conversation I did
yeah,
hear was that exact part. And my takeaway from that was like, okay, this relationship is over.
it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's poo-poo. I want you to fight for it. And that goes back to Chelsie triangle. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think it's still a thing where like it's all still new too, because what is it, like 6 or 7 months that they've been
Yeah.
together? So I don't know. I was liking it, but
James Lott Jr. agrees with me, guys, by the way.
I
About what?
before she
Kayla?
pointed-
Or about, yeah, I guess I should add. He just says he agrees with me. That's all I need to hear.
yeah, you don't even know on what.
About Patch and Kayla coming back together, being back together again. Yeah.
Well,
What we didn't discuss was how before that, back at the house, how
Back at the
Abigail was able to take Chad back. Or
yeah,
get Chad
Yeah.
back. And luckily Chad doesn't have a chip. So whatever was going on with him, Abigail was able to get through to him the same way John was able to get to Marlena. So now we have real Chad back, not fake Chad.
And Billy was so good because when
Mhm.
Chad came back, we knew Chad came back.
Yeah, he really played the two, like the differences very well. Like
Yeah.
he did a good job.
Yeah, it was just that end episode when he looked at Abigail and he's like, okay, I'm back. Like he knew that was Chad. It's just like
Yeah.
the look in your eyes on the at the end of the episode. So I
Mhm.
liked it.
It's like, are you testing me? Who are you
You-
on
Oh
the phone
yeah,
with? La
because she's like La Familia.
Robo Chad was scary. Like
Robo Chad. That's it. Yeah.
looked like
Oh my God.
Well, because Billy plays real Chad with kind of like a smirk.
A smirk,
He has
yeah.
like kind of a happy-go-lucky, and
He's
Robo
always
Chad
flirting.
did not.
yeah, Robo Chad was just following orders and like
Yes.
taking commands. It's
Saw
like,
that.
all right. Well, I'm glad that he snapped out of it, but like there was a moment I was with Kate when he walked in and carried the letter opener. Kate was looking like, who we got here? Like, what's about to happen? And
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
oh, no,
Yeah.
I mean, no, hey. And I was like, oh, okay, whew, we're good.
Yeah.
I liked that he and Kate had that kind of that come to Jesus, that reconciliation moment, and he offered to give her shares back, and she was like, you know what? No.
I'm done.
Yeah.
good.
So I'm wondering what they're gonna what Kate's next. What's she gonna do now then?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
What's
it be
Dave's gonna do with Kate?
Wouldn't it be interesting, I mean, not to jump, but if her and Ben ever got into business together with Sierra because they're trying to look for jobs too. So,
Yeah.
and that could be an interesting pairing.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'll go back to being security
At the Damaras?
for Demira?
No, not
No.
Demir. Because I kind of got the impression Kate maybe is like, I'm kind of, not that she's done with the Demirs, but she wants to maybe go in her own direction. So
I kind of expected her when there was that scene with Roman and Eric at the pub. I kind of expected the end of that to be Kate coming back in and asking for her waitress
Her
job
job back?
back. But then I'm like, I don't want waitress Kate anymore.
Yeah. She's
I
served her
want-
purpose.
But if she's not, because she went into this whole thing with Stefano before the time jump. She was kind of done. She had a blow up with Victor. And she was like, I'm sick of this male-dominated blah. I'm done. And then when we came into the time jump, she's a waitress. Little did we know she was still with Stefano. So I'm just wondering what's she gonna do now? If she doesn't want to do corporate, maybe she doesn't want to do waitressing.
Gabby Chic? Maybe you think she
that could be an
Gabby will
option.
bring her on, maybe.
Gabby, maybe? I don't know.
Well, because Gabby's still part of Demira, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
But
like
it better be good.
I did like the moment, the realization that Kristen had that she had been like looking up to a man and admiring him as far as
Oh, her dad, yeah.
And then he was like, as Don put it so eloquently, he's a pathetic loser. I was like, oh wow.
Kinda.
All right. But there was,
I did like the moment between Kristen and Tony.
yeah.
It's
I
so
always
weird though. It's so weird
love
though
that
because like
time.
now they have this brother-sister relationship where 20 years ago they were married.
Yeah.
I always have that in the back of my mind. I'm like, these dudes were married before, and
Yeah.
now they're like
Yeah.
brother and sister. It's such a weird dynamic. Yet I
History. Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what happened in there in the Maison Blanche part 2.
Oh, but really quick, what did Abigail do with the ring? Did she throw it in a drawer or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she put it in the drawer. She thought about putting it on,
Yeah.
and then she took it off, and then she put it in the drawer.
That kind of freaked me out when she started to put it on. I thought, oh my God, she's going to turn into a zombie Abigail.
So, I mean, do we need any more Robo people?
No, we can be done with
God.
that.
Please.
I'm glad we kind of cleared all that up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now moving on to Nicole, Eric, Sarah, Xander, Dr. Rayner, and all those people. I'm kind of glad that they're wrapping up this storyline because it's about to be a doozy once everything is a fan.
Yep.
I like that Nicole was still being like Nancy Drew about the whole thing.
And
Like,
this, so I've noticed a pattern when Nicole gets on these, when she gets nuggets of information, she knows there's a secret, she goes pulls all of her force into getting the secret, and then when she has all the information, then she has this dilemma about, well, what am I going to do? Do I really need to tell? Blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you went through all the trouble. And I feel like this has happened before. I'm not sure what storyline it was, but I just remember thinking, this is deja vu. She went out of her way to get the information. Now that she has it, now she's like struggling, like, oh, well, should I? And it's like, yeah, just go back to Salem and be like, this is what's up.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
But of course you like get all the information, and then when you're the person with the information, and then you're supposed to be the person that tells the information, then I think it puts it all in a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like now she has to deliver this news that she, obviously have obtained. But then what I found interesting was that, and I guess, no one has really interacted with baby Mickey. So now Eric has realized the birthmark, and now he's starting to question like what's happening. So there was a moment of like, ooh, I hope that it's Eric that maybe delivers the news and not Nicole. Like, it's great that Nicole knows, but I would rather it be like Eric that does it. You know what I mean? Y'all don't care either way.
With this one,
point,
I'm just kind of like waiting for it to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. At some point, Nicole's going to have to say she knew the truth. I mean, she can't, even if Eric does find out and says something before she does, she's still going to have to come forward and say, I knew the truth. That's why I'm in New York and all that.
Yeah.
Because
because she told Eric that she was going to New York on business. And then through a conversation with Brady, Eric finds out she didn't go on business because he's not aware of any basic black business. Yeah. So then he's trying to find out why she went to New York. He talks to Abe, who Abe keeps his secret.
Yeah,
her secret.
He's good.
He doesn't blab, which is very, like respectable. And that's Abe. Of course, Abe wasn't gonna like give up a confidence. Yeah. And so now Eric's like, well, I got to get to New York. And so just as he's trying to get a flight to New York, she pops in. So
my question
now the mystery is she gonna tell? Also,
so my question is,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm Eric, and I've decided, you know what? I'm going to New York. Does he even know where she is? Like, does he know where?
Like where in New York?
I guess he knows where she's staying.
Who?
I mean, I don't think he's thinking that. He just knows she's in New York, so he's going to New York. I didn't get the impression she knew exactly where he was. He knew exactly where she was.
Me either. I'm like, okay.
Haywood Wong says New York don't look like that. Well, Salem, New York does, Haywood.
Yeah.
It's a park. I was like, okay, she's in Central Park. Good.
That's it. But
Which I was like, Central Park looks very much like
Salem.
where Jason.
Well, where were they
What was that?
excuse me, where were they a couple months ago? Prague or where the convent was? That just looked like the Salem Cemetery. So, you know, they do what they can.
Yeah, they adjust.
Oh, someone mentioned this in the chat room, and I wanted to reiterate this. Raymond Smith. Who else wants Dr. Rayner as a regular? Like, who thinks she would make a good?
I like her.
I really liked her. I think she would.
As a regular.
I do too, but like, I mean,
I'd rather have Valerie back.
Well,
yeah. I mean,
Rainer is like, she's there.
she was very engaging. She was very strong in her scenes, and I just thought, you know, maybe she would fit in the show somehow.
Yeah, I mean, she's easily found because even though she was supposed to disappear off the face of the earth, they were still able to find her.
They knew where she was.
She needs work on her. She was making banana bread.
I know.
By the way, she never got that banana bread out of the oven.
No, so
That's some burnt banana bread.
So luckily, like, she just decided to go ahead and come clean and told Nicole everything. And she was just like, you know, put it out there, like, I'm ready for whatever the consequences are. I think she probably just, in good conscience, just needed to get that off her chest. So, yeah, well, we're gonna see how that unfolds.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for that storyline, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's truck right along here to the April Fool's Day episode, which had all kinds of foolishness in there. I love when they do these episodes because, like, again, it's just a break and it's something fun, and I think it just allows them to play a little bit. But like, well, I'm sure James Lott Jr. got a kick out of Leo walking in and being like, "I'm back, bitches."
But what was funny about Daniel's return is, like, the minute he opened his mouth and said, "Hey, babe," I thought, okay, this isn't Daniel. Daniel, like, there was nothing Daniel-like about him.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved Sean's take on the fact that this was not real.
See, I kind of disagree. Like, I don't know
Really?
if I Daniel properly, but I thought it was. I was like, oh, Daniel's back.
Yeah, I was too. It wasn't until, like, okay, so after Daniel showed up and then proposed, and then Nicole's just like, "Bye, Eric," and then Eric was like, "Wait a minute, you're already married." That he then turned into someone else. I was like, "Oh, like, this is a complete imposter in itself." And then they indicated, they were like, "You married her," and I was like, "Okay, then who's her?" And they never said who her was until when we realized that he married Sheila in Australia, apparently, and they had a baby.
Insanity.
Which, that baby was gorgeous, by the way. That was a cute little baby.
Oh my God.
I would have been like, I was on Will's side. I was like, yeah, I would want to keep that baby too. Look how cute she is.
And of course, scheming Leo was like, "You guys wanted a baby. Well, you know, here's one you can buy." And it's like, my favorite, though, was apparently Leo got all wrapped up in this because he convinced Sheila and her girls to go to drag queen bingo.
Right.
That was a brilliant moment.
Yeah.
That was great. And then the killing of Clyde after he escaped and went to Ben and Sierra. That was interesting because I was like, Lord knows y'all don't need any more trouble. And then
I was just gonna say, I loved how every scene opened up with somebody at the door. So Clyde shows up at the door, Sheila shows up at their apartment, Leo shows up. It was like everybody shows up at the door. It was hysterical.
And originally Sheila lied and said that Eli was the daddy.
Yeah.
And the look that Lonnie gave him was like, "Excuse me?"
She was not here.
Hysterical.
I love that. And then what else happened? Was that it?
Leo and Sonny found Leo and Will.
My God, Sonny's reaction was hysterical.
And then at the end of that, you knew it was coming. Can I just say one thing? What do you have to say? April Fools.
Oh my God. Breaking the fourth wall. And I think Greg made a comment on Twitter or Insta about that.
He said that he used to be a big fan of moonlighting.
Yeah, where they used to do that all the time.
They used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So like, thank you for making my moonlighting dream happen. Something to that effect. Yeah.
It was a fun episode. I think most people got a kick out of it. Although on one of the blogs, I saw someone ask, "Was this a real episode?" And I was like,
No.
I mean, if you're a fan of Days, you know that like
the thing was like
those
if you're on
special
social
episodes that they
media
do,
regularly
you know.
and if you're on social media regularly and you're on Twitter, like you knew it was a special April Fool's episode like going into it. But if you're not big on social media and you may not have known until, and if you missed the very end where it said April Fool's, you might have actually been fooled.
Mm-hmm.
See, I saw on Twitter Greg's brief comment about breaking the fourth wall, but I didn't know anything about I didn't think about it being part of the April Fool's, or I didn't even know there was an April Fool's episode.
Yeah.
But again, Daniel, like the more that went on, it's like, okay, what day is it? Wednesday. It's an April Fool's episode. Got it. Yeah.
Which people, and it's they did it and it's great that it went off, but people were being like kind of touchy. Like I was seeing a lot of posts like, don't even think about April fooling me this year. But this was a nice little entertaining April Fool's. And
you know how I really knew it was an April Fool's episode? When Ben and Sierra are kissing and Clyde's dead on the floor. I was like, this is gross. They would never be doing this.
Right? They're not that freaky.
Oh, God.
I really liked how it was Sierra that was in trouble and not Ben. So actually, in a way, that would be an interesting story plot down the road if Sierra ever did something and Ben's the one that has to help her get out of that situation. So I kind of like when they play that during April Fool's.
Yeah. All right. So that was that episode. Let's blaze through our business and then tidbits and our segments, because in about 14 minutes, we'll have our first surprise quarantine check-in popping in. So quickly tell us the business of AfterBuzz TV.
Well, we just wanted to thank you all out there for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow, we need your help. No matter where you're listening, whether you're watching us on YouTube, you're listening on Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else our podcast is available, hit the thumbs up or like button and subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. 5 stars, 4 stars, however many stars you want to give us. But no matter where you are, leave a comment so you can get involved in the conversation, because being a part of AfterBuzz TV means so much to us. And don't forget to tell your friends, share the links, get more people in the chat rooms, and keep enjoying our shows.
Yes, please.
Brought to you by the kind folks here at AfterBuzz TV. Now it's time for tidbits. So Ben and Sierra, I mean, basically they spent all day making ham sandwiches and having sex. So
I'm telling you, they have a lot to make up for, right?
Yeah. Time.
I mean, that's it. They were just having a good old time, talking about working with each other or finding jobs or
enjoying the last night in that nice hotel room.
Yeah. But it kind of bummed me out when she said she wouldn't go back to the corporate world. I was like,
but maybe she will. Maybe she'll have a change of heart. Maybe it just won't be for Victor and Xander.
Yeah.
Again, maybe Chelsie mentioned maybe Kate. Maybe she and Kate will join forces somehow. Who knows?
He's so good together, them two.
Yeah, she definitely mentioned that she didn't want to work for Xander again. Ugh, so she's over that. Moving on to Eli, Lonnie, Gabby, and Abe. Eli,
this was kind of brief, but yeah.
Eli, Lonnie ran into Gabby, in which Gabby felt like, I guess she had to make amends with. And
they weren't having it.
No.
Which, I wouldn't either if I were them.
I mean, it's understandable. I think she needs to let time go by a little bit and then maybe have a conversation. And then, we can't be bosom buddies, but, at least, get past this, right? You can get past the fact that, like, I lied and tried to take you
Kill your
from
grandma,
your true
yeah.
love.
Murder. Yeah, really? No.
Yeah.
And we did see that she still is like this whole thing is about Stefan. She's still grieving for Stefan.
I like that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they it started off not with good intentions, but then typical, started off with bad intentions. They ended up loving each other. Now she's grieving, and that was the throttle for basically all of her deeds. And now she's all alone, but she's missing she's missing her lobster.
But it was a good lobster. So I that he was still around, but she can't be going around stealing everybody else's band.
No. She can try, but won't get you far.
Exactly. And we already touched on this a little bit, Kayla and Justin. You guys are just waiting for the inevitable. I think it was a great thing that they communicated with each other about like potentially what's going to happen and where the future lies. And I think they probably both know what's going to happen. So I'm glad that they had that conversation to communicate with each other about, what's inevitably. Did I say that right? Sure.
Inevitably, yeah.
So Rolf is taking out Marlena's chip. Is he taking out Steve's too? Has that been confirmed?
That hasn't been established yet, but I assume that's coming. But yeah, at the end of Friday's episode, John and Tony were sitting down, and that's when John said Marlena's out of surgery. We're going to find out how it went. But that was the very end of the episode.
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to convince Rolf to take the chip out of Steve, though.
Well, that's good, and that's big. That's something we didn't mention that or maybe we did. Now I can't remember. 20 minutes ago, but they were talking about like once they remove that chip, Stefano's gone.
Gone.
Tony and Kristen were discussing that. So it may be a harder sell for Rolf to dismantle Stevano.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was your week of days, and now it's time for our segment, and we're going to start with mine, which is Tony's official 3 Snaps Award.
Oh, snap!
Thank you. All right, so the 3 Snaps Award has to go to an episode that we all needed during this time. We all needed to laugh. We all needed to breathe. We all needed just a fun moment. So kudos to everything that we just mentioned that happened in the April Fool's Day episode. I lived for all of it, and especially that cute little baby. I was like, I would definitely keep that baby if I could. But
do you want the suit?
Huh?
You want Leo's suit?
No.
That was a little much.
It was just great to see Leo back on the canvas and Sheila. So love that episode. Thank you for giving it to us. That gets Tony's official 3 Snaps Award. Oh, snap. And now it's time for
Designer Days.
There we go.
And this week it's going to miss Ari Zucker. She is wearing a Rhea dress by Parker. It's a mini dress in what they call Arctic Spot, lightweight jersey, which is gathered at the shoulders. You can find it on shopbob.com in size large and on sale for $109. You can also find it on Amazon in extra small, medium, large, and extra large. So if you're looking for a cute little Easter dress or something, we're at home. Shop.
Something for your Zoom meeting, something for your virtual happy hours.
Yeah, it's super cute. I might actually get this one. I really like it. So Designer Days
next week. You better be wearing it.
Next week is going to miss Ari Zucker.
Yay! Designer Days. Now it's time for Caption That. I can't tell if the things are playing or not. So
I don't think they are. I don't hear them.
Yeah.
Caption That.
Anywho, this week's Caption That photo is of Eric and Nicole's reaction when everybody's favorite Dr. Dan showed up at the door, and they're both looking at each other like, WTF. And a lot of us were saying that when we were watching it. WTF. This week's caption, though, goes to Cheryl7782 on Instagram with Nicole saying, "Darn it, Eric, I thought you killed him." And that is this week's
Caption That. And now it's time for
Like, Okay, our moment of the week goes to John when he is tied up trying to get the love of his life back, Marlena. This is why they are the power couple of Salem. Let's give it to the real queen and king of Salem. I love how Marlena was able to snap back out of it too. So, John and Marlena, you guys get my aww.
And that was the ooh, yeah, why? It's like, and now, of course, we have our Oh Shiz moment of the week brought to you by Me World 2. I will tweet that out right after the show. So make sure you guys continue to support that. Thank you, Me World, for all the work that you
Thanks,
do.
Me World.
Thank you, Me World.
And now it's time for AfterBuzz News and Gossip.
All right, just a quick couple things before we get to our quarantine check-ins. We are happy to announce that our Dishin Days Quintennial event has been rescheduled for the weekend of October 10th and 11th of this year, with the entire original lineup officially reconfirmed. So that's Brock Kelly, Eric Martzoff, Kate Manzi, Billy Flynn, Scott Shillstone, Stacey Hayduke, Paul Telfer, and Jen Lilly. They've all reconfirmed for the new dates. Ticket sales will resume very soon in the next week or so. For more information, follow Spectrum Celeb on the Twitter or visit spectrumcelebrityevents.com. And of course, we will post any updates as they come in. Lastly, if you're looking for something new to watch while you're staying safer at home, you can catch Brock Kelly tonight, excuse me, in Black-Hearted Killer on Lifetime. The movie follows a couple who donates their daughter's organs after her tragic death, and the drama that ensues when the recipient of their daughter's heart starts to wreak havoc on their lives. Ooh. You can watch Black-Hearted Killer tonight at 8 p.m. on Lifetime.
Why does that sound like somebody like trying to get revenge of like whatever has been in her heart? She was like, now I can do it through someone else.
Yeah, it's
Very,
Lifetime.
Yeah, it sounds Lifetime, yeah.
All right, so before we get to our quarantine check-in, let's take a look at what's coming up next week on your favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Is there volume? I know hear it, Michael Mattis.
The volume's all the way up. I hear it on mine. You're not hearing it on yours?
I don't hear it.
Mm.
Weird. We should have tested this, I guess. I thought we... Still nothing?
Still nothing. But you know what?
We'll retweet it. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah,
we'll do it.
we
We'll
just
do it.
know it's hitting the fan.
Yeah. We'll play it again because we have time. And we'll just watch it.
You want to narrate it?
Yeah. We'll narrate.
You come up with what they're saying. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me reshare it.
Okay, do it again.
Share whole.
Oh, Xander's mad, y'all. Oh, but the truth, little baby Mickey, Nicole's about to tell it. Is she?
I'm upset.
Baby Mickey isn't ours. What? But who's mommy and daddy?
I'm cool.
Who's on top? Eric Songsander?
Say again?
Oh,
Eric
Did I summarize what's happening?
yeah.
Like what's actually happening? Okay, so it looks like Nicole reveals to Eric. Eric reveal the baby switch. Eric reveals it. Sorry. Nicole reveals to Eric. Eric reveals to Sarah. And then Eric confronts Xander and Cole cocks him in the face.
That's it.
Did you say Cole cocks him in the face?
I say
Yeah, Cole cock.
zonked, but I like Michael's definition better.
Really socks him in the face.
There you
I
go.
should
Suck it
stop
to
sharing
me.
now.
I feel so worried about this whole like the truth hitting the fan thing.
Well, because we like Sarah and Xander. I like Sarah and Xander. I think they make a great couple. But
Me
this
too.
is like this may be their end if it all
No,
comes
but
out.
I get his intentions. I think eventually she's going to see that he did it because he loves her and wanted to protect her.
Yeah.
And
That'll
Maggie.
take a while though.
I know.
I guess
they're
I guess
lobsters.
we can't have everybody we want happy all the time, but
No.
I'm gonna be
No.
sad.
Me too.
I know.
And especially because in the hospital, she was like, you know, I'm getting ready to get married. And I feel like when anyone like just got proposed to last week and then the next week they're like about to get married, you know that something is about to go down.
Yeah.
Like, you know that like that wedding may or may not happen or something is about to happen at that wedding. So you might as well go and grab the popcorn and sit.
Are you glad the secret's coming out before they get married, or would you have preferred they got married and then the secret comes out and it would have been even worse?
I prefer that none of it ever even happened. So that way, love,
As
and
long as
that
we're wishing, might as well wish for, you know.
yeah, we wouldn't be
stars.
here at this point. So that's just me and what I think. Because we're 1 minute away, and now for the next hour, we're just going to chat among ourselves and with you guys, waiting for the stars to come
See
in.
who pops in. Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided that we wanted to do a quarantine check-in with some of your favorite Days of Our Lives stars, because during these times, we just want to make sure that everyone is doing okay. So we have a few people just popping into the show. We're going to talk to them really quick, just to check in on them, make sure they're doing okay, make sure their family's doing okay, so that you guys know that they're doing okay, and so that you can see their lovely faces currently, and we'll see who pops in. There's going to be a whole lot of popping in the next hour.
Yeah. So is Days really going to be the only soap that's going to be airing fresh shows?
It looks like so.
We have our first pop in. Is that hello,
It's
Billy
Flynn?
Flynn?
Hey,
Is he on the
Mr.
toilet?
Hello,
Flynn.
everyone.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see all.
Hi,
all
Billy
of you
Flynn.
as well. Hi, Michael. Hi, Chelsie. Hi, Tami. How's everyone?
I was in your live. I was just being a lurker though the other day.
Just lurking.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
had
lot of
nothing to
fun.
say.
What's that?
I had nothing important to say.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
I love your sweatshirt. It looks super cozy.
You do. You look very cozy.
Amazon Essentials.
So, Mr. Flynn, how are you doing? How are you holding up?
I am doing really well. I think my wife Gina, obviously you know her, wasn't feeling well the first like 2 weeks. So but she's back to 100% now, and other
Good.
than dealing with you know, her current nail situation. I think she's been kind of
Seriously.
nail polish for, like,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Especially if you have gel.
yeah, she's
If you
got
have, which I had a gel. It's like, oh my God, I have to go to the like Rite Aid or CVS and get gel removal stuff. And then, oh, it's horrible. I walk around like this.
If I didn't care about my health and safety, I would show you her current situation right now. her nails are wrapped in tinfoil.
Yes,
With
that's
acetone.
exactly it.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
So yeah, doing well.
How are you guys passing the time? Is there a lot of Netflix happening? Are you writing poems? Like,
I'm writing a lot of poems
are they about me?
about Michael.
I'm touched.
No poems. We've been doing a lot of playing a lot of Uno. A lot of
I love Uno.
What else we've been playing?
Are you a TikTok person?
I will never be a TikTok person. Do I look like a TikTok person? I have a hard enough time maintaining
it's
Instagram
desperate.
and Twitter. Twitter gets me in trouble. Instagram, I always, my wife talks shit because I don't know how to filter photos.
It's dire circumstances, you never know what people will do.
But what are we doing? I don't know. I'm doing a lot of, like, I'm working out a lot just outside. I do a class like where we read plays and stuff every Sunday, and I try to connect. I'm going to be doing more of the live things and just chatting with fans, hopefully a couple times a week. Because
People were so excited. It was great to see, like,
Yeah.
people. You're doing something to like brighten people's day, and it was really great. It was very uplifting.
And happy belated congratulations on your play.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, are we gonna see
We wrapped just before the this whole thing went down. I think we wrapped at the end of February. I mean, it was so interesting because there's a woman, one of the girls in my play, Claire Blackwelder, her sister was in China, and I remember like in January talking about this Corona thing that was in China, and she was like so stressed out about getting her sister out of there. I just remember thinking like, wow, so it's so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get her home and we're fine. You know, and you'll be all right. You know, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And you know, now fast forward, but that play was a really beautiful experience. Tony, you came. Yeah.
I did. I had the pleasure of seeing Billy live and in person, and I thought you did a fantastic job. I giggled because I felt like that's what was happening on days, so it was kind of funny to see it in like form.
Yeah.
But
I was playing a woman on days.
Well, no, but
I missed that episode.
In the play, you were playing a woman, and I must say you played a woman very well.
I just watched all of our old Beyonce videos, and I just.
I actually just watched that video of one of the events that we were at, and I was asked to do Single Ladies, and I guess you thought you were going to challenge me in doing it.
Yeah, I think I was drinking back then.
I was Bill was smarter than
why I
that.
quit drinking.
Yeah, just a little bit, but I applauded you because you really looked like you were going to go for it. You weren't sure what you were going to go for, but you were going for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was pretty much how I spent most of my days. Just kind of, am I going to go for it or am I not going to go for it? How are you guys? I'm the first one here today. Chelsie, you're quiet.
You're the first one.
I'm trying. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing really good. I'm glad that you wife for staying safe.
Oh yeah, you're okay. You just stay being quiet then, because you're wrecking the whole thing.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's real quick. I'm not gonna forget, but just get it done. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, whoever is on here, wish her a happy birthday on at Gina Comparetto.
We'll do
Absolutely.
We can have a Zoom party for her.
Yes. We're gonna do. We got some stuff planned for the house. I rated pavilions, whatever they had. So I just. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna attempt to bake a cake.
Okay.
What's that?
I was just gonna say you found toilet paper and you're gonna wrap it up and give it to her.
Not toilet paper. I found no toilet paper.
That's like a delicacy. I still don't know why, but I have.
Apparently, you have to go. Like, if you go to Scott's Shillstone posted, he got toilet paper at WeHo Target at 7 a.m. yesterday morning.
Oh yeah,
so maybe
you
you just got to be there first thing.
Yeah.
Cambridge Farms. That's where we found some.
Oh, I used to live by Cambridge.
I never have ever entered. It was Stater Brothers had some in Cambridge Farms.
Right. I found some at Target, although I did see a woman almost, I don't want to say almost, she almost got told off for buying too much toilet paper. Mm-hmm. So I quietly just took my one pack and like exit stage left.
What was that? Were you the one quietly yelling at her?
No. I was just trying to escape as quickly as possible because everything was about to get cray-cray.
He was trying to get his Charmin and bounce. He wasn't trying to start shit.
I see what you did there, Michael Mattis. That was
very clever. Yeah.
Funny enough, my mom Amazoned me whatever they're like a box of the toilet paper. So we got like a present one day. He was like on there every 20 minutes apparently looking for so how's this work? So and people are tuning in to watch.
Yeah, we're streaming live now like we always do at AfterBuzz, except for you to like still do the show, which is good because fans are like, it gives them something to do still.
Yeah.
So
who's on the lineup?
Well, I can't say who's on the lineup.
We're trying to surprise people.
Surprise.
Just tell me.
I'll text it to you.
Like, I don't care.
I mean, the surprise is over. I'm
no, 'cause if
here.
I tell you,
It's
then
done.
everyone knows because we're live.
Do we have any questions in the chat room?
The secret.
I've been looking. I just see people saying hi, and people are saying happy early
Uh-oh,
birthday
did-
to Gina.
I feel like all of a sudden we all froze, and I was like, "What?" But before you go, Billy, we're happy that you're joining us for our event in October.
Yeah.
Super excited. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. I was looking forward to postpone, but I had to be
You,
right.
Totally.
Everybody keeps freezing.
you
yeah. Okay, say that again.
Here, money tree. I said I'm bummed out that it got postponed, but it had to be done. I'm excited to see everybody in October.
Yeah.
I mean,
October's going to be a busy month. Everything that was supposed to happen right now is being rescheduled for March. So while everyone's having like their downtime now, come September, October, like every weekend's going to be something. So,
yeah. Although, like, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like, it's not just going to be, people aren't just going to, like, my first instinct was like, people are going to go run out and just start getting weird, hitting Tinder in the bars and everybody trying to be humping and stuff. But now I feel like it's going to be like, there's going to be a whole group of, that are just going to be kind of agoraphobic. It's going to be not really going to get back to the same, right?
It's going to be a gradual progression. Like, I think people are, to your point, people are going to get used to kind of being at home with themselves, and then slowly, because they're saying like there may be another resurgence of this thing in the fall. So I guess we just kind of have to hang tight and see what happens. That's all we can do. But
Yeah.
I would hope that we get back to some kind of normalcy by October.
A little
It's
bit.
interesting. It's really bold that you all are sitting in your bedrooms. That could be that's a risky move.
So weird.
Well, I'm not in my bedroom.
How do you know?
I feel like I can show people that.
You what?
I said I'm in my living room, not bedroom, because I feel like I can't show people my bedroom.
Oh, look who's making an appearance. Norma.
Oh, hi, kitty.
Hi, baby.
Little
Sweet
Norma
girl.
Aw, sweet thing.
Oh. Well, Billy, thanks for popping in and checking in with us. I'm glad that you're doing well.
Yeah.
And your family. Yeah.
It's great to see your face.
I feel like you're always lying.
No, I'm being honest and truthful.
No, I mean, no.
This is a real moment.
Why do you always wear that hat? Is it so that it makes it look like you have a halo around your head?
I will have you know I have a halo whether I have a hat on or not.
Who told you that? Your mom?
No mercy. I love it.
Shady Sunday.
Shady Sunday.
Yeah. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Billy Flynn. Mark J. Freeman is going to be super jealous that you just said that to me.
It's all right. He'll get over it.
All right. Well, thanks, Billy.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Billy.
And take care of yourself.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Billy. Oh, I'm glad you popped in.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and I'm glad that
I want that sweatshirt.
What he said it is on Amazon, right?
Yeah, but he didn't give the name.
Oh.
I think he said it was an Amazon Essentials because they have their own, like Amazon.
Their own line?
Their own line, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look, like if
No.
you're searching for something, sometimes I did this with like a camera, something for my camera. Oh, a filter for my lens. And they had Amazon Essentials, and it was the same thing, but more reasonably priced and works just as good. So maybe they have the clothing too.
It's 4:13 and Finley is staring at me right now because it's dinner time.
Oh.
So I'm just telling you that from now until the show ends, he's going to be staring at me.
We have what's called a doggy casino for Bimby, and I can hear Mark in the other room and Bimby playing casino.
What is that?
It's there's these little drawers. Sorry, everybody, we're gonna have a guest soon. Bear with us. But it's this little casino, and you put treats in the little drawers, and Bimby has to go sniff and paw at.
Oh my God!
Has the treat, And so
that is the cutest thing
and
ever.
it didn't take very long to train him to like sniff it out, and it's really cute. It's really fun.
That's because he's the smartest
good
boy in
boy.
the world.
I think he's sick of us though. This is now going to be week 4 of us being at home, and I think he's like, guys, you need to leave me alone.
No, Finley's just the opposite. He's like, we can't go back to work full time at this point because he'll have a nervous breakdown.
Finley. So Tami and I were planning on. We've been trying to plan a day where we can do a brunch with our dogs.
Oh my God.
With my work schedule and her, basically it was my work schedule. I have to work all week. So it never worked out. And so I was planning to take a day off because I have PTO accrued. And I was like, Tami, we can finally do our brunch. And then Corona happened.
It was scheduled.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, we can still do brunch. And then it's like, nope, all the restaurants are closed. Nope.
It's like, oh, well, we can go for a hike.
Nope,
yeah, no, the parks are closed.
We can walk up. I mean, we can still walk up and down my street, I guess, but
that's true.
I live on a hill. We can kind of hike, but
do a virtual one. Do it through Zoom. Like have your dog and
know.
Just for
too
right
much.
now.
Thanks for the idea, though.
I try to get ideas.
Uh-oh. Guys.
What?
I think we have someone coming in.
What's going on?
Who's that?
Well, hello, Mr. Eric Martzel.
Hello, Mr. Martzel.
Hey.
Oh, I love the color of your wall. That is beautiful.
You like the color of my wall?
Yes.
It is a nice
Is it
blue.
Pretty. I've never really seen it until just now.
It's like the teal blue. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Teal, yeah.
It's like a sea foam.
Yeah.
Sea foam.
I learned
I'm gonna do that.
Thanks to work, I learned a new color for blue called cerulean.
Ooh.
Is that
It's
a
like
real
a blue.
thing?
It is a thing.
So
Sign up for Carbon 38's emails. We'll see it.
Interesting.
Devil Wears Prada, where she mentioned cerulean.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada. Okay.
All right. No, I remember. It's been a long time. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like
How
that
you guys
you're
doing?
you're representing passions.
Oh.
we have someone else.
Oh, who's that?
Hi, Stacy.
Where is she?
She's currently,
Where is she?
but she's here.
There she is. Oh,
As
I hear her
usual,
laughing.
sideways.
I'm
She
doing
got-
this. So
Where
do
the
I
hell
have
is-
to go like this?
Oh,
there you go.
I'm upside down.
I don't see her.
Of course, I'm the only one who doesn't know how to
Of
use
course you are.
this world, right?
Well, look at that. We
Look
have.
at you guys.
Hi, stage. Look at us in our glasses.
Oh my! I know. I saw you on the other day, and you're like, can't. I take these off, and you're a little fuzzy.
Yeah, you're getting fuzzier too. I think that's what happened to me during quarantine. I didn't get corona or anything, but I lost my freaking vision.
Oh, don't
That happens.
say that.
It just happened. Like I had too much Captain Crunch cereal or something, and my vision just went.
Oh my God.
You need the
Captain
Lucky
Crunch.
Charms.
Peanut butter.
The
Lucky Charms. It's much better.
No, Captain Crunch
No,
with Crunch
Captain
Berries.
Crunch.
That's the way to
I'm
go.
with
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
How are you two doing? How's everything on your end with this whole quarantine?
Great.
Go ahead, Stace. How you doing, girl? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing a lot of yoga. I'm doing a ton of yoga. Kind of, I've exercised more in these last 2 weeks than I have in the last year. So yeah.
Every
That's
time you
great.
post something, it's of you doing something active. You're dancing. You're doing yoga.
Yeah.
And it makes me. I'm sitting on my couch watching Lifetime, like, ooh, he's really killing it. And yeah.
Stacey, your next video should be just you on a couch, like smoking a doobie.
Of course, drinking my vino and I've tried so many new wines, which has been very exciting. Every night I open a new bottle. So yeah, I'm doing all right.
I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start a show where I'm just going to record myself for 5 hours sitting on my couch doing nothing. It's just 5 hours of just sitting there with Cool Ranch Doritos and just looking out the window.
Oh my God, that sounds so
Pondering life.
So now,
Watch that. Someone will pay attention to that. See,
Yeah, I think so.
Stacey
All right.
did yoga a few weeks ago.
We did.
I saw that. It was hilarious. It was great. You did well, Tony.
Hilarious.
It was a joy. I so enjoyed it, and we're gonna do the headstand soon.
Oh my gosh.
You guys, you know she does yoga in my dressing room on my floor while we run lines.
I totally 100% believe that. But
It's
she's
very
trying
true.
She's trying to get
Go ahead.
the headstand down, and I'm just like, I don't know if all over my head. Like that's a lot of this weight just over.
Yeah, but you know,
that.
all that
It's a
blood
lot.
just kind of rushes in, and
Oh my
it just
God.
kind of fills you up. I don't know if you.
I'm doing a different kind of fill me up.
Yeah.
Filling myself
You're
up
filled up.
Cool Ranch
with this
Doritos.
ice water. Oh, who put vodka in my ice water? Damn kids. Kids just being silly.
They need to bring the olives, a little martini.
There
Cheers.
you go.
Oh.
Ooh, like Ina
Oh.
Garden. Did
Mama
everybody
soda.
see Ina Garden and her Cosmo?
No.
No, what'd she do?
What's the recipe?
She had a recipe. She posted it at like 9:30 in the morning on Wednesday. And the point of the video was, during a crisis, anytime is cocktail hour. And she made this giant Cosmo, and she had this giant martini glass. And it went completely viral, but the Cosmo looked so delicious. It was
Yum.
vodka, lime juice, cranberry juice,
saw
and
that.
basically just shaken up. It looked very
You're
refreshing.
making me thirsty, right? I think
I
the
know,
good thing
but
about
she
this
seriously.
used a
quarantine.
whole bottle of vodka, I think.
Well, she said
We're
it was 2 cups, but yeah, it looked
Two
a
cups.
Cups of
Oh
vodka.
my God.
We're gonna have a buttload of alcoholics after this quarantine.
I
Yeah.
That's
know.
what I thought. That's
People that would have
exactly what I
never been
thought.
prone before are like suddenly just falling off over in work.
Okay, but then I just went to Bevmo to get some booze for the family here,
Okay.
and Bevmo said to me that it may not be a necessity alcohol.
Oh.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you can still get it at Trader Joe's, right? They're gonna
That's the
be
good thing about
Sure,
California.
sure.
We're not a state where you have to go to a specific, like, it's not like Ohio where you have to go to a liquor store.
Right. It's not a
Right,
drug.
right.
Yeah.
You can go to Chuck E. Cheese here and get drunk.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
We're a little lax on those rules.
That's good to know. I didn't know that, Eric. That's good to know.
I have twin boys. I've been doing it for a lot of years. Yeah. Dad, can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? Sure, we can.
Well, now you
It's a new birthday. What's that, Tony?
I said I think I'm the only one that will go for the pizza. They have really good pizza.
No, I'd go for the pizza too.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
really good pizza.
Birthday parties, there's always the pizza. Yeah, you eat the pizza, then you get in the sea of balls, have a couple drinks, get back in the sea of balls.
Well, that's another.
I'm
that's
setting it
another,
up for you.
That's another party.
I'm setting it up for you. Knock it down.
Another party. It's another party.
They have games though. Those are fun.
Yeah, I like the
So are seas of balls.
I like the games too. See, Chelsie and I will be playing the games, like pegging the little worms that
Oh, the
come out from
whack-a-mole.
underneath them.
See, well, don't ever do that in the sea of balls.
No.
No whack-a-mole in the sea of balls.
You'll hurt somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Not good.
I knew it was going to go down this route, Stacy. I knew it was going to just nosedive.
I
gonna
know.
go down
I
in
have
the
the
pit of
tips,
balls.
yes, I know, but
Or
it's
up dive, however you look at it.
up is good.
Oh, man. See? Apologize to
Well-
everybody out there. On behalf of Bristol, I sincerely apologize.
Hashtag Kristen.
Cheers. How are you doing, Tami? How's everybody doing?
Everyone's swell.
Yeah.
Everyone is swell.
Swell.
I fought social media for so long, and I'm actually really grateful for it right now.
Because it's entertaining and it's fun and you get to
Yeah.
Pretty
share.
necessary right now.
Yeah.
It's
think
kept
so.
a little, little notch on everybody. And yeah, you're right. This is the time to have it. My
Yeah,
God.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Everyone in the family, everyone's doing well, family-wise.
We're all good. I think my daughter's
Yeah.
a little nuts.
I
How
don't
about
think
you,
anybody in my
boys?
house has the thing, but I did something weird yesterday. I sneezed and I always hold my sneezes in. It's a bad habit.
Me too. It's like,
Hold them in. And I always have as a kid. And I held
Yeah.
it in and I hurt like a rib.
Yeah.
oh
you know, like,
no.
You can't hold them. You gotta like do this.
You got to let it out, right?
I know, but I never wanted to let it out. I think
I'm the
with-
same way.
Did you know the wind speed of a sneeze is the same inside a tornado? Did you know that?
Whoa.
Eric.
Did not know
That's
that.
some true shit right there.
That doesn't sound true.
Is that something you learned during this quarantine
Right
time,
there.
sweetie?
Well, think about how else could I have bruised a rib? I literally bruised my rib. I was walking around last night, just like
Ouch.
I took a
Well, there's
muscle
a lot of
relaxer. I
other
was
things you can do that
you
happens
laughing
if
at?
you hold a sneeze in. So you sneeze.
Really?
Sneeze with gusto. You got to just do it.
but that's
just
kind of
cover it
gross.
up.
Stacey.
That's so gross. Thank
Well,
you.
not if you do shoot. You know, if you put your hands
Well, no, you gotta
over
do-
your
you
face,
gotta do it
or
like
you do one
this.
of these.
The Dracula. You got to do Dracula.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that. The Dracula. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you
The
can
sniffy
yourself,
pitter.
so you smell good.
Just put your,
Snippy pit.
put your glass over your nose. You know?
What are you drinking, State? Was that white wine?
This is called the rosé,
All day.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
and I've got it in my stout glass.
I love that glass.
Yeah,
No, that's
you're
I
drinking
know,
it
I
out
do
of a
too.
stout. That's a stout glass. I know this. I worked in a brewery. You know that.
You did?
You've done so many things. I had no
well,
idea.
I'll tell you the story as short as I can. Basically, you know BJ's on Canoga Park
Yes.
in Woodland Hills.
Yes.
I applied to work there when there was nothing there. It was just a trailer, and I fabricated a resume saying I'd bartended in all these places in Michigan. And so the guy couldn't look it up whether it was real or not, and he hired me as not only the head bartender, and I'd never bartended before.
Oh,
He
Oh
also
my
hired me
God.
as the brewmaster. Now that meant that I had to test all of the microbrews before my shift to make sure that they all were
Oh, that
okay.
sounds terrible.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sitting here looking at this guy who makes beer for a living. I'm like, a little hoppy
Good.
tonight, Steve. What happened? That was my first real acting gig, actually.
Well, yeah, that is usually.
Lying and getting a job.
I was
Make it.
18 when I got my first bartending job in New York at the Palladium, and I got to work at the private place. He asked me, I lied and said I was 21, but it was my birthday that night, and he was giving me the cash at the end of the day for the tips. And he's like, "Well, happy birthday. How old are you?" And I'm thinking, "Well, I'm 19." And he goes, "Stacey, I thought you were 21." And I'm like, "Okay, let's take all that back." And so I lost my
Retract.
job one night.
Stop, rewind, play.
Stacey, you had one job, and that was to keep up a lie. One job.
Yeah.
One.
She
You would
couldn't
think I
do
could
it. This is a good one. I bartended the Soap Opera Digest Awards one year.
Wow.
And the
Oh, boy.
following year, I was nominated for one.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's cool.
Right?
That's a good story.
The
That
first year
is.
I joined Passions. Yeah, I was bartending, went to Passions, and yeah. Remember the Soap Opera Digest Awards? Does anybody remember
Yeah.
those?
No.
The
Yeah,
ceremony and it was a whole thing.
it was a big thing. Yeah.
I wish they would do that again. Soap Digest. Pump some energy into this genre, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, especially this year because the daytime Emmys got canceled.
I
Well, you know
know.
what
I
we
know.
haven't talked. You know,
So
Tony,
bummed.
Tami, Chelsea. What we haven't talked about, and even more important than probably the Soap Opera Digest Awards, we do our Dishin Days Awards
Yeah.
here.
See, there we could do that.
You might be taking over, man. Are you ready
I
for this
mean,
job?
Right.
We're making our best effort, but yeah, that should be coming up soon.
Yeah, but if it's up, it's going to probably be rigged, though. Won't your girls there just vote for sin for every single
I mean,
category?
Let me
I mean, it's almost as I don't know if
Chelsea's
I
got something to
trust
say,
the judging.
well, luckily it's the fans. The fans.
Oh, the fans.
vote.
we do let the fans vote. Yeah.
They actually.
I'm
I
just
do
saying there's
all-
been a lot of bad voting around the country. You know, lots of issues and meddling apparently. And,
Really?
I mean,
I keep-
Florida fricked
We don't
it up,
allow
and I'm
that
sure
with
you
the. We're secure. We handle our elections or our awards very carefully.
Very
You
careful.
sleep with all the right people.
Oh my God, Eric.
Wow. Hit a ball.
Tammy?
Can't we have a little fun during quarantine? I'm losing my mind. I don't know how you guys do.
You don't have anywhere to go. Isn't going to the grocery store the most exciting thing in the world?
Yes, I
Standing
went
in
yesterday.
line and
It's,
watching it.
Yeah.
the one chore I hate
It was
most.
so. I was
is
like,
going
this
to
is
the
so much
grocery
fun.
It's great though.
But
Yeah.
everyone's
look at
looking
that.
at each other in judgment. Like everyone's kind of. My mother-in-law got accosted at an Albertsons because she sneezed. She has
Aw.
allergies, and this woman said, I don't think you should be in line with us right now. And Terry, her name's Terry, she looked back, she's like, excuse me, I have allergies. I'm not contagious. And the lady was like, yeah, but you still could be threatening all. I mean, she made this huge scene and she ended up
Oh my gosh.
telling her to something. But
Well, nowadays
people are panicking.
because everyone thinks you have it. So don't sneeze or cough or anything.
Has anybody been sick?
That's when you hold your sneeze in, Eric. You hold it in right there.
But if you hold it in, you're gonna hurt a rib.
Right. So
I should I'll let it out next time. I don't want to bruise my pancreas, for God's sake.
Pancreas.
Michael, I have. Oh, go ahead, Tami.
No. The idea of a bruised pancreas. That's me.
I have to say, Michael, your room, the lighting, very kind of noirish kind of feeling. It's very beautiful.
Yes.
I'm sitting right next to a window. I'm sitting right next to a window, which is my only light source. And it's kind of like
kind of moody. It was really quite beautiful.
Yes.
Because everybody's very,
right.
face on light.
Michael, when it was darker, I almost thought you were in like some kind of hospital with an unmade bed. I thought that futon was like an unmade mattress. And you had another white one in the back. I thought you were like in the emergency room or something. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, broadcasting from
dim the lights again. Wait, dim the lights and I'll show you what I saw.
I don't think I dimmed the light. I didn't do anything. It must have just been like
it was darker.
I opened my shades.
It was quite
I don't know.
pretty.
Okay, so full disclosure, I appreciate all of the compliments, Stacey. None of it was intentional, but I appreciated it regardless.
Well, because I was looking at everybody's, pictures when they pop up, and everybody has that face on because we all want the light to come in.
Yeah.
But yours was just so moody and gorgeous, and it was kind of like I felt like I was in a movie. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, it's very Casablanca. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the, piano music to come playing right now.
I'll have a piano player next week.
I love that.
I'll teach
How
Bimby.
long do you think this is going to be?
To the end. I think to the end of April. I think I hope we'll be back to work by like maybe early mid-May.
Hopefully,
The great thing about the show is that you guys have episodes that'll take us well into the end of the year.
Yeah.
So good.
Like
August,
the other soaps.
September.
Yeah.
So what The Young and the Restless is now doing on Fridays, they're showing classic episodes.
I saw
Classic
that.
episodes.
Maybe one of your episodes will
GH
pop
is going to
up.
run out.
We're not going to run out though. We still got like what 7 months in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just to let y'all know, we have someone else that's about to join us. So
you're going to kick us out?
No, you don't. Look,
You don't have to.
you can stay.
You got so much to do, don't you, Stacey? So many downward dog minutes to go.
You're good.
You guys stay. We're gonna add another person to the party.
Who do we got? Do we like them?
I mean,
I don't know.
She's very likable and very gorgeous and pretty, and
she's pretty.
We love her.
Ooh, wait for this one.
James Lott Jr.
That's a pretty man.
Who is
Where
it?
is she?
I know we're all this build up.
Hold on.
Should we do the witchy thing going with our nose?
I've been watching reruns of that show.
Stacey.
Today.
I loved Bewitched.
Hi, Sal.
Oh, there we are.
Sal
Where are
Stowers?
you?
Oh, there she is.
Like, am I
Where is she? I gotta find
Wait,
her.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, hi.
Hi, Sal.
Hi.
What's
What's up?
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
How are you?
Is that to me?
Yeah. You're a new girl.
All right, guys. I'm a little cray right now. I'm gonna see everybody. Hold on.
Yeah, I only can see.
Is there a way to do that?
If you're on your computer and hit speaker view, you can see everyone. But if you're on your phone, you have to swipe.
Speaker view.
Yeah, I
Boom.
can only see 4 at a time on the iPhone.
How do you get that? I only see one at a time on the iPhone.
Well, there's a function where if who's ever talking, it goes to automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody talk at once and maybe we'll all go on the screen.
Sal,
That's a great idea.
Sal,
That's
how
a great
are you
idea,
holding
Rose.
up?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm lotioning because I'm washing my hands like crazy, and
I
like
know.
like my
Raw.
hands are
What's your
like
hands?
all just falling
I
apart.
know, it's bad.
But I'm all right. I think I had some really hard days over the past 3 weeks. We've been on lockdown.
Yeah.
But I'm okay. I'm okay. It's been quite interesting though, this whole experience, and just so much uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm trying to find the good in all of it. Like every day I'm like, okay, like the moment I start to feel myself get sad or get down, I'm like, how is this, like, what is good? What good is coming out of this? Like, how is this good for me? Like, how can I better myself during this process?
Yeah.
Just trying to find ways to keep my brain okay.
Yeah.
Because
Such a positive girl. Have you guys heard about the positive, speaking of positivity, the positive effects that this thing has had on the environment alone?
Yes, our
I see it.
ecosystems are
Like,
doing so much better.
There are dolphins in the canals in Venice.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen because
I
the water is never
It's
Clean
never
that one-
clean.
it's never clear
It's
enough.
now clean because the boats and all the pollution from, every,
These were
cruise line.
things that were happening within like 2 weeks of the,
Yeah.
And they
slowdown
also
and the
say
quarantine.
the animals are coming back from China, like the animals are coming back, the deer, everything. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
kinda-
species that are reemerging. It's nuts.
Wow.
And I'm
It's
not like
amazing.
Leo DiCaprio or anything, but I'll tell you what, I can't ignore what the heck is going on. In just a few weeks,
Yeah.
our planet's like, it's almost like a reset button
Yeah.
for our
Healing.
planet.
It is.
Healing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You wonder if that's
Have you
planned,
noticed our
you know?
own sky right now? I mean, how beautiful the sky is and how
Yeah.
clear it is. And
Mhm.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
What are you drinking? Rosé?
Me?
All
Rosé?
day.
You have your
Having-
own-
All day.
Do you have it?
I'm like green juice.
Nice.
There.
Green juice.
Oh, Sal, come on, put some
What are
vodka in it.
You gotta keep your immune system up. Okay? Gotta
I'm
keep
doing that.
Sal,
up, guys.
Is that like
Sal,
some live
Sal,
bug you're putting in your
what
gut
are
right
you
now?
doing? Sal, what are you doing for workouts?
Oh yeah, because she's been working out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything.
I was working out. I haven't been this past week. To be honest, I wasn't working out because I felt like shit.
Mhm.
So I wasn't working out, but I do have like my whole little get up over here. And I kind of just try to do like 20 minutes of something.
Yeah.
But I haven't been motivated to work out. And that's hard coming from me because I'm that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
Me
in a
too. I go ape shit.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
crazy. Like you guys see how I work out, and now I'm like, okay, let's pull it together. Let's just 20 jumping jacks. Give me 20 jumping
Yeah.
jacks or something.
Okay, so surprisingly, I have been working out. Like I have this whole routine. Like I still get up at like anywhere between 7 and 8 in the morning, and I work out. I go for a walk, and then I do my interviews on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I do like other stuff, to, like just keep myself. But at the beginning of this, I was like, I have to keep myself on some sort of schedule and routine so that I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you for maintaining it. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to sleep in right now.
Oh,
is.
God, yeah.
It is.
And I'm not gonna lie, like today I have laid on this couch. Oh, first of all,
We've been talking about that.
let me be real with you guys. For the
Real.
first 2 weeks of this quarantine thing, I didn't have a couch. So I was on my floor. Like on my floor. Because
Why didn't you have a couch, Sal?
huh?
Why
Get a
didn't
new
you have a
couch.
Because
Oh, you getting a new one?
I got a new couch I had ordered a new couch and it was being made and they were like, oh, it's going to take 3 weeks to get delivered. And I'm like, okay. And then all of this happened and they were like, oh, it got pushed back. And I'm like, wait, what? I can't be stuck in my apartment with no couch.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me this was like 3 or 4 months ago you were getting this couch.
So I have a couch just right
I
here.
Good
love it.
timing. Glad.
It looks very cozy.
Today, like I'm obsessed with Ozark. So I've just been laying on the couch watching Ozark and
Me too.
I love it.
I just finished. I think I finished it. It's weird because I was watching it last night. I think I finished it. Then I went to the next episode, and there was no next episode. But I really thought there should be a next episode.
So you finished season 3.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm season 2, episode 7.
Oh, okay. I'm all the way. I finished the whole thing last night.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
It's
Good
so
show,
good.
right?
It's really good. But like, I also try to be like you, Tony, and like I got my planner because I'm a planner girl.
Yeah.
And I write everything down. Okay, I'm up by 7. I'm gonna do my meditation. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then by like 9 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, right. Like it's
I'll do it tomorrow.
like I literally planned out like the entire day, like all the way until I was like, okay, my day is gonna start. So from 7 to 9, I planned it like 7 to 9 is like meditation, me time, prayer time, and then 10 to 5 is work day. I'm gonna work on my fitness stuff. I'm gonna, whatever.
Yeah.
Fitness, yeah.
And then I don't make it. So
I've actually been really surprised with myself that I've been able to keep some sort of schedule, because I think I would probably just sit and just go through my DVR or Netflix, which I just finished Next in Fashion on Netflix. So
okay, I watched the Love Is Blind, Tony. I did.
Oh, you watched that too. I saw that.
I sat there and I binged watched the whole thing in I think 2 nights.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm on a new one.
People are so screwed up.
Did you guys hear that? What's the famous couple now? There's like that one famous couple. They're like huge.
Cameron
now.
and Lauren?
Yes, they just like signed with like CAA and like they're just
oh my gosh,
killing it. I'm like,
yeah. Well, like
Love Is Blind. That's what's supposed to happen.
They ended up.
Forget what's talented. What's popular?
I adore.
Who needs talent when you have popularity? We're going downhill. We're going downhill, guys.
I haven't heard from Michael or Chelsie over here. What's going on?
Oh, hey, we're here.
So quiet.
I'm just enjoying listening to this conversation, honestly. Like I'm just like, oh.
Forgot I was here. It was so good.
Well, in about 5 more minutes, it's gonna get even more lively because we have 2 more people coming.
Do you need like people to leave so that?
No, you guys can.
This is like the most social like I've been on. It's like this is amazing.
I know.
She's having a lot of fun.
I feel like I'm at work or something. This is good.
You almost are. Like half of us are on this damn call.
We should have had a script ready for you guys to perform or really put you to work. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. There you go.
Read some of the new scripts. I'm joking.
Oh. That'd be good.
I'm joking.
I had to put my scripts away because I was getting so sad. So I had to put them.
Put your what?
My scripts. I just put them like in a place where I can see them.
I still hope that one day I start receiving scripts.
Keep hoping, Tony.
I'm going to start sending them.
We're all gunning for you, Tony.
You
It's
go.
going to happen. Just hang in there another 20 or 30 years. You're going to be fine.
Listen, I have written myself into this show so many times, and
I know you have.
Yeah, well, Eric.
We all know.
And they're good. They're good concepts. Have you given them to Ron? Have you passed them on to Ron?
You did at the Daytime Emmys.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we were at the Daytime Emmys, I was professional. I was asking Ron like the professional questions and things like that. And then I got to, well, how are new characters created? And then I said, well, I have an idea for you. So I felt like it was a great time to pitch myself. But he was already fully aware of the pitch. Now it's just
he said to email him. Did you ever email him?
You know what? He didn't give me the email, so I didn't know if like I was supposed to.
He didn't give you the email?
He didn't give it to. He was like, email me, and I was like, okay, I will. And then he walked away, and I was like, wait, I don't.
Well, just DM him. He's on Instagram, Twitter. Just DM him.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
There's a couple ways to communicate with people these days, Tony. just 1 or 2. Oh wait, there's 6,000.
Do you guys ever get, question, I have a group of friends that I'm on. I have a text chat with. I have a Facebook chat with, like all the same 5 people. And we'll get in. It's just so funny how you get into like full on conversations on Instagram, and then you're on your chat, like on the actual chat. And then you're like, wait, I can't find where we were talking about that. It was like, oh, did we talk about that on? And I'm like, let's just focus on one. But it's like, it's so interesting. You can have this different conversations with the same people on different it's a lot to keep up with.
It's confusing.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know.
So
I've
funny.
been like trying to somewhat go off the grid a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I've been.
I think it's good.
Social media. I can't even talk. See,
Too much green drink. A little cocktail when you get.
Put a little something in there.
I've been trying to just avoid social media as much as possible. I think I'm not even really active on Twitter. I just kind of retweet the fans and kind of like and all that.
I was going to say, you're pretty active on there.
On
Twitter,
yeah,
retweet.
I think that's like the one way that I can kind of feel I want to always give the fans a little bit of like, I see you, like I see you, and I appreciate you taking the time to like message me on Twitter or supporting our show. So it's like, yes, if it's just me retweeting and putting a heart and sending them love, like that just makes me feel good. And I just want to show that I appreciate their love and support. But so because of the show is why I still stay a little bit more active on Twitter, but everything else, Instagram, all of that, I'm trying to just avoid.
I feel like I'm more active on social media now. Like I can't stop looking at people's stories and replying to them. I really should stop.
I'm kind of obsessed.
Yeah,
with
you should.
Thank you.
You're obsessed with what?
TikTok.
Did you guys?
I can't get on that thing.
My wife wants to do this. Why?
Oh my God.
Why?
There is a video that I just saw.
Oh God.
My son and my wife got into a full-on fight in the kitchen because they were trying to emulate this TikTok with the feet or whatever, and then they turn and do the feet. And my wife is a choreographer, so she's like, Mason, it's on the 1, and then the backside of the foot is on the 2. And my son was like, as if he was like Mikhail Baryshnikov, it's on the 3. It's on the 3, Mom. So TikTok to me is like toxic right now in my house.
I agree with you. I tried, Tammy. I really did
Doesn't
try.
bring
But
us
every time
together.
I go on, I'm
like an episode of Dance
God,
Moms.
this is so scary.
It is total freaking Dance Moms. Dance Sons.
A TikTok, but I wanted to tell you guys, a friend sent me this video. I'll have to send it to, I guess, I can send it to Eric and Stacy personally, and then we can just pass it along. But it's this video about like a whole thing about like TikTok and how like it's a way that the Chinese government is like using it to like hack into, like it's a crazy thing.
Oh
it's like
God.
Cool,
well, is it a conspiracy theory or is there factuality?
I don't know. Look at that.
It's gonna make you upset. Don't look at that stuff.
We have another guest joining us. Just so
Okay.
Let's bring them in.
Is
on
she
the
fresh off her
conspiracy.
Peloton?
Glass of rosé.
Oh, it's Paul.
Sal.
and here is.
Is he wearing a shirt?
What?
Is he wearing a shirt?
We're kicking him out if he is.
Who is he?
Did you?
Oh,
Oh, there he is. Hey, Paul.
Paul,
Oh
say
my
something.
God.
Hi.
Where is Paul speak? I can't.
Paul speak.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hey, Paul. All these friendly faces. Hey, guys.
Hi.
There's Paul. It's like,
Hey, gorgeous. How you doing?
Look at that bet.
You know what he looks like right now? You look like you were on a ship passing Saturn behind you.
I am. I managed to get out. I managed to get out before they locked down the whole planet.
Dude. How are you, man? You hanging in there?
Pretty good. This is coming in handy.
You
My
were
son
playing
is
a
on that
game.
24/7.
understanding.
No, that's not. It's
That
Is
was
the whole
a
show
game
on this?
controller, right?
Esther, yes.
This has been keeping me handy. Hold on. That's just kidding.
Guys, I just want to hug all of you right now. I'm just like,
Let's do a big virtual Zoom hug. Here you go.
Oh. That just felt weird to me.
Weird. This
Is
is
this
so
just
nice.
for us, or are people watching this?
People
This is for
actually
us.
watching. We're
Everyone's watching.
Are people watching this?
Yeah.
You're on live,
Girl,
girl.
you didn't know that?
we're still live on our Audition Day show, and we were like, oh, this would be great to do a quarantine.
Right.
And
You
we were
have to
gonna
do
just
this
check in.
every day, just for like we could do this, Tony, for like hours and hours and hours. I swear, you could adding a new person on. It'd be awesome.
Stacy, since
A marathon.
since Paul
Oh, back
since
there.
Paul just joined, Stacy, pour him a glass of rosé, please.
Oh yes, please.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. She's our
man.
rosé all
How
day
are you doing,
girl.
Paul?
I'm doing good. Yeah. You know, obviously, everybody's trying not to go too crazy, but I feel like a life as a more or less unsuccessful actor has prepared me for all this time. You know, I'm used to financial and work, you know, insecurity. So
Oh.
welcome to my world, everybody.
That's right.
You're at home.
Brilliant.
I found
That's
home.
brilliant. See? She's
Oh,
pouring you a glass of rosé, Paul.
Oh, darling, thank you.
You're so welcome. Ready?
It's
Here
gonna-
goes.
It's the
It's
screw
gonna
off
magically
hat.
turn into whiskey when it gets into my glass somehow. But
Didn't I see you on social pouring tequila or something? What is this drink challenge that you joined?
oh, that it wasn't really a challenge. It was just. Sorry, hold on one second. I've
Oh, yeah,
something
you're
going on with my
Frozen.
phone.
Did you pay your bill, Paul?
Hold on.
Still looks good frozen. That's a.
Oh, it's sweet.
Look, he's frozen.
Done. I'm back.
He
Am
is
I back?
frozen.
Back there.
Am I back?
No.
There
you are.
Oh, there you are.
There you
All
are.
right. Yeah, no, it was just a online, just an amazing film critic friend of mine that I haven't talked to in ages, just out of nowhere on Twitter was like, and he doesn't drink usually, but he was like, I'm sending you a drink. So I was like, well, I must reply. I can't ignore that. And yeah, so it's not so much of a challenge, it's more just, I was being polite.
It's more like your friend calling you up and saying, drink something, for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I think I'll do that tonight.
I mean, it's not exactly a challenge, but it's something you really want to do and probably we're already doing.
No, it's no challenge to me to have a drink. It's a character study, though. I got to keep up on Brady's. You know, this makes me feel more attached to Brady.
That's
Makes me feel
right.
like I'm
It's
at work.
method.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're drinking water then, Eric?
Of course, it's water, Stacy. I wouldn't do a Zoom and drink. That'd be unprofessional.
That's good coloring in it.
Lady Sunday.
Amy, what are you drinking? Is that tea?
No one is drinking tea.
Tea.
What I love though, she's got it in a solid glass. You can't tell what it is.
Ah. And
Ah.
what was in your
Smart.
Brady pub?
Matcha green tea with turmeric.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It's really
Tony,
good. The
What's
turmeric
in your Brady pub cup?
just water.
Lindsay is saying you need to let her into the meeting.
There she is.
No.
Oh.
Where is
No.
she?
Where is she?
It's a bigger party, Lindsay.
There she is.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hello.
I can't see her.
No.
She's right there. She's wearing purple.
Everyone's in purple today.
Everyone looks so cute and cozy. I love
know.
You just
How are
learned
you?
this film noir. I love it.
Can you see us, Lindsay?
Well,
Yeah.
well, everyone, this is Lindsay's official debut on Dishin Days.
Oh yeah.
So,
Welcome to the
welcome
club.
to the
We'll have
party.
your membership card laminated.
Oh my.
Swear to God, if I don't get a club membership card,
There you are.
There she is.
I couldn't see her.
Look at that cute little cricket.
put your thing
Can
on the grid one so you can see everybody. That way.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I can't see everybody on an
Isn't it-
iPhone, though. You can only
Okay.
see 4 people at a time.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you on your computer?
Tony, remember I told you I have to borrow computers from everybody? Well, my daughter's decided she would take it away. So I'm stuck on my iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lindsay, how are you holding up?
Pardon?
How are you holding up during this whole quarantine? We're suddenly having a quarantine party in here.
Right. Can I just be honest? I actually, there's really nothing different for the quarantine.
Life as usual. Yeah.
I mean, like
it's like being backburnered.
It's like I'm being backburnered for a very long time. And that's fine.
You feel like Lucas.
My day to day.
Love Brian
I love Brian. I want Brian front burner every day.
Oh, right.
That crazy guy.
I think.
Hey, Lindsay, how was that root beer float? Because it looked pretty delicious.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, man.
A&W root beer's got that frosty mug taste.
Oh my
A&W root beer's got that frosty mug taste.
I went to A&W.
So, Lindsay, I want to thank you. You've given me all of your viewing suggestions I've taken. I watched The Tiger King because of you, and I was like, "Oh,
good.
crap!"
Carol Baskin.
Have
Now
you watched Tickled?
I'm on it now.
What is it?
I'm an hour into it. I'm an hour in.
Wait, hang on. I'm telling you. Okay, so we got it off of the If You Loved Tiger King, here are the other documentaries you should watch. This one is called Tickled. And
Tickled?
It's on Hulu.
Hang on, it gets weird. It's about the world of competitive endurance tickling.
That's
That's intense, man.
And
how
then-
long do these people go? Like,
That's
I
not
know
even
how treacherous it
They don't
is,
even
but-
care. This documentary is so crazy. They don't even get to like the tickling stuff. The tickling that's the calmest part of the documentary.
Yeah, that's irrelevant.
It goes like how Tiger King kept going like, "Oh, Carol's really good." Just kidding. Carol definitely killed her husband. Like, that's what Tickled does.
Okay, Tickled. I'll add it to the queue. Tickled.
Yeah, all these true life documentaries are making Days of Our Lives seem a lot more realistic. It's great.
Yeah.
They are.
So crazy after all, are we?
Yeah.
I straight up
Lindsay.
saw a 2020 switched at birth one.
Wait, what?
On 2020, there was an episode that was being all about being switched at birth.
Switched up.
And did everybody
Yeah.
forgive the guy that did it? Of course they did.
No, wait.
He had his reasons.
By the way, our little family, I'm sorry, it wasn't Family Feud. It was, what did we do?
The newlywed game?
game.
It was pretty funny.
I have to say, for how resistant we were,
Verbally.
yeah, for the mood that personally I was in when we walked in versus how it actually came out, I was really happy with it. What was so funny about it was that you guys had just shot a scene, so you're all like giddy and free, and Lindsay and I were just about to go and do a really heavy scene, and we're like, "Oh, I gotta do this right now."
Oh,
It came out real funny.
Paul and I are actually super grumpy through that entire thing. Like,
I think the only happy person at that thing was Stacy.
Stacey,
Come on.
Stacey's the happiest person everywhere.
Every
All the time.
I can't
Rose
get
all
through
day.
Stacey does have a ball of it. Like, I literally wish I could take your energy and put it in like a little veil and wear it around me, so that way I
yeah.
Well, if you could turn it into an essential oil, Stacey would already have it because
This
she
is-
has all the oil.
I love it.
You are making them for people.
I'm
Stacey,
making
get
masks
it
for
now.
people.
Ooh, I want one.
I'll make.
All right, I'll send you one. But I like do it to your personality and how I feel about you, and then I send
Okay,
it.
so I got some.
So if anybody wants one, then I'll
I actually, Stacy, I need a mask.
Oh
Yeah?
yeah. I'm making
You
masks.
should, you should probably just wear that Nicole mask.
Indestructible.
I
Yeah,
think
that
it's a little
protect you.
expensive, and they didn't give it to me, so I don't know if I could, I could Susan's teeth.
I think Ari said she has
Did she-
the mask on her mantle.
She
I think
does?
so. Yeah.
Is that what she
Oh,
said the
yeah.
last
It's a
time?
bit creepy.
Yeah.
I
Stole
think
it.
so.
Just a little bit.
Or
Yeah,
does she?
just a
I
little
could
creepy.
say something really bad. Does she have Sean put it on me?
Oh my god.
It was bad. I'm sorry. I was gonna go for it, but I was like, no, that's terrible. But then
You are
it would
4
be
years
like,
old. You know that?
Oh,
4
God.
years
What would
old.
it be like to? This is why we don't have rosé while we're doing a talk.
Paul,
Truth
where
serum.
She's
Okay,
good.
on a
She's
whole
gone.
stream.
Paul,
Oh.
Yes.
where
What's up?
are I know you're
He's in a spaceship.
Yeah, this is our spaceship room. No, this is our spare little it's our guest room in the flat.
Are there lights behind there? That's
Carmen, you're just quite bored, like everybody else is. She on top of putting this lovely tapestry up, she then started putting Christmas lights in concentric circles just to make it extra festive around here. Yeah, but it's perfect.
Wow.
It's good for doing Zoom meetings. It's very professional.
Be good for doing blow too.
Got a 70s motif to it.
It
Pulling you from
totally
hyperspace right now.
Yeah. I think Janis Joplin's gonna jump out from behind the desk.
Yeah.
Sing a song.
All right, so guys, they just told me that we have to wrap up our.
Oh, can somebody give us some dialogue to say to each other so I can just scratch this itch real quick?
Hold on, let me. No, I don't have a script, Paul. I'm sorry.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Paul, are you ready? I'm going to slap you right now. You
Oh,
ready?
okay, I'm ready.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Which hand?
Hand, okay, right hand, so it'll go that way. You ready?
Okay.
Ready?
The opposite way.
And
go over your right shoulder.
Oh!
Kristen, what were you
Snap out of
thinking?
it.
It's amazing.
Snap out of it.
What are you doing?
Amazing.
did you get? Oh my God, Lonnie!
What
I
are you
can't help
doing?
myself, please don't be upset with me. I love you,
What's going on here?
Brady.
Nothing.
Brady enters.
What's going on?
What are you doing here?
Lonnie, aren't you supposed to be with you? I don't even know what our
Sarah,
story
where are
is.
you? Sarah.
So you're not a nun either, are you, Lonnie?
I don't know what surgery because Sarah does everything.
Sarah, do you think our baby's going to make it?
No. Not a pediatric surgeon.
Sarah,
brain
do you know
surgeon.
what
And
freaking
maybe
baby
an
I'm talking about?
OBGYN.
Oh my god.
OBGYN.
I don't know.
Oh, too funny.
OBGYN.
Really nice. This was really nice to see everyone.
So much fun.
I miss all you guys.
Tony, Tami, Michael, and Chelsea. We're so
I'm glad that you all
appreciative.
Thank you for coming.
came in and that you guys are doing
Thanks for
great.
having us.
You guys look great.
Good to see you, man.
And
Good to see everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Well, I would
Most
say.
importantly.
good to
Keeping
see
our
you.
We're good,
energy
man.
up.
We're good.
And thank you guys for popping. Good.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
Stay
It's
healthy.
not like we're doing anything, so please have a
Yeah. And if we all survive this thing, I'm sure Cricket and I would love to come back and do it for real in the actual studio once it's been sterilized and fumigated, obviously.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Yes.
Great idea.
It'll all be wiped down even before I get in there because that's a requirement. And we'll have
Thank you.
another like really
Good luck.
Hi guys.
Hang in there.
Bye,
Thank
Sal.
you.
Bye,
Kisses
Lucy.
to all of
Bye,
you.
Paul.
Buddy.
Bye, Stacey.
Toodles, guys.
Love you guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god,
Funny.
that was
Oh
a
my
lot of fun
gosh.
and definitely unexpected. So we're done. So thank you guys for
Okay.
Find us on the social.
and we'll have another full recap and maybe another quarantine check. All right. Bye.
Absolutely.
Bye guys.
Bye,
Mwah.
guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.